On Aquarius, welcome to your weekly forecast for the week of July 27th through August 2nd of 2020. Welcome. Pretty good week here, astrologically speaking. We do have Mars fully in shadow. This is in your third house, so definitely take an action to get your mind right. And this is really like Mars starting to scrape this sign clean in this house in your case. So Aries, your third house, it's definitely Mars is going to make you really figure it out. Take action for your truth. What is happening in your community? What are you aligning yourself with in your immediate life? And what's on your mind? It's going to take your mind and really make you figure things out. So it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. Definitely, going to get you right. Going to be there till January 5th. Retrograde in September, that ends in November, and then leaves shadow in December, and it's just bang. So, embrace the mind and embrace what you're going through, and I think that'll be a good aspect for you. Mercury and Venus are also leaving shadow this week. They're going to be out of that and really like moving forward, starting to move full speed, so that's great. Your mind and your love and your values, that stuff's going to be moving forward fast. Mercury is in your 6th house, and it's opposing Jupiter and Pluto this week. So definitely asking you to figure out your reality and make sure that it aligns with your spiritual destiny and everything that you're supposed to be going towards right now. Do your routines reflect your beliefs? Do your routines in your daily life reflect your spirituality? And I think there's a lot of questions that you had to answer with that Mercury retrograde, and now that it's out of shadow, I think you figured it out and you're ready to just step up and own that. So this week's about owning the reality that you want and making sure that it aligns with your truths, your destiny, and all that. Venus too is out of shadow this week. Boom, that was a long one. With the retrograde and the shadow. So Venus here in your 5th house is definitely asking you to bring up the love. Really find the value in the love and the creativity within yourself. But it is making quincunxes to Jupiter and Pluto and Saturn. It'll be coming up on Saturn later. But Jupiter and Pluto, and it can feel like you're not going towards like your destiny at times. Like you're gonna question your own self-love. But like, don't do that. Like you already figured that out. That's been happening long enough. Like, this is the time to just go for it. Venus was squaring Neptune too in your 2nd house, so you had to question values and more self-worth stuff. And you're done. Like it's time to just own it. Own your love. Own your worth, and go on. Like move on and like just put that into your routine and don't stress about it. The sun is in your 7th house, so it's definitely like asking you to focus on your relationships too, and like, do they align with your identity and who you are? Do they align with like your love, your value? The sun will be making a square to Uranus in your 4th house, so I think Uranus is really going to ask you to take like a rebellious act to find the emotions that bring you comfort in your relationships or with yourself, or just find a balance in life. And you're going to have to innovate to do it. Like it might seem like a weird situation where you're just going to have to rebel and be like, no, I'm going to stand in my truth and in my emotion that brings me the most love. And sometimes, it comes in different ways, but you just got to own it and step up. Live in your truth and don't let somebody else take you out of that, relationship or not. You got to find the balance to where they respect your truth, you respect yours. Or if you're not in a relationship, like it could just mean like you got to figure out like what's holding you away from balance and harmony in your life. And Uranus is going to give you that hint this week, and it's going to come from out of nowhere in some way, shape, or form. So be ready to kind of rebel against the normal emotions and be like, no, like that emotion doesn't serve me or take me to my highest purpose and my highest good. So I'm going to step into this other emotion that, maybe I'm not used to right now, but maybe it embodies more love and more fun. And that's the one I'm going to step into. So I think Aquarius, you need to just step into like love this week for sure. I mean, that's pretty much always the cure, but like, don't let things take you out of your spiritual truth and your love and your connection. Like, it's very big this week. Neptune's making a sextile to Jupiter. Jupiter's in your 12th house. Neptune's in your 2nd house. So definitely like your self-love. There's a big portal here. This has like been building up all of last week, and it's here direct this week. Like, this is like the best aspect we got, and it's like trusting that Spirit has you in the biggest way right now, and it's going to make your life so comfortable and so enjoyable and so loving, and you just got to like step up and own that love, and it'll get you through any sort of blockage that this week could bring at you. Believe that. Yeah, the Ten of Swords, I feel like you guys are kind of like beat down. Like, you've had like enough go on recently. You have so much transiting your 12th house. Like, it is kind of rock bottom. It is kind of the end. Like, get up and let's go. Step into love. Step into your light, your power, your sovereignty, and go get your destiny. And, you know, don't like pity yourself like at all. Like, step up into your self-love and value and just own it, and own it in the most unique, beautiful way you can, as you always do. And it's going to be a pretty breezy week, but you gotta take that next step with your emotions, your mind, everything. Own it. Own your love, own your spirituality, own your destiny, own your life. You're a sovereign being. Aquarius, you rock stars, you aliens, like, you guys are the rebels anyways. Like, it's time to rebel from anything that doesn't bring you love and go towards your truth. I love you all very much. I'll see you next time.